Well, it's so good to see you, just not under these circumstances.
I know. It's great to see you too. It's just the whole mood here in LA is it last night felt apocalyptic. It
Yeah.
was just insane. I work for a radio station part-time. I picked up a shift yesterday and uh it started with one fire, the Palisades fire, and the next thing you know, there's another fire and evacuations and another fire with evacuations. And it's expanding into areas that are very close to me too. And just driving home through the smoke, and it's just, you could see the sky dark, but you just see this orange glow of the fires. And it's so depressing. And today I also work as a realtor, and I've gotten calls from several people already that have lost their homes and are looking for a place to stay. They're looking for places to lease.
You're right, because you do realty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because we've heard, and I'm from Southern California, we've heard so many people have already lost their homes. It's so different than a lot of the other fires. It really is because of the winds. Like we don't know what direction it's going to be. How far from the Palisades fire?
I'm 8 miles.
Wow.
I'm pretty close to Santa Monica, and
Yeah.
the evacuations were going into Santa Monica.
Okay.
And I heard right now they're spreading now towards Topanga. So it's just
Okay.
the evacuations
So
keep spreading. And there's more
you
than a
haven't been evacuated.
no, I haven't been evacuated.
Okay.
But this morning, the smoke in my neighborhood was so bad that I thought I was going to have to leave.
Wow.
I couldn't breathe. The first thing I did was go buy an air purifier this morning. And it's cleared up a little because the wind directions changed, but it's still, I can feel it. I can taste the fire. I can smell it. I can taste it. It's bad.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of you guys sleep with windows open. There's no like AC in a lot of areas in Southern California because the weather's so beautiful. So, I mean, this is kind of like in your home.
I made the mistake last night. I went to bed with my windows cracked, but I didn't have the smell of smoke at that point.
Yeah.
So I woke up this morning. I smelled smoke outside. It was completely overcast. It looked like night. And I kind of panicked. I was like, oh my God, what's going on with the fire? What's the news? So I immediately was, looking outside and then turning on the news to find out what was going on.
Yeah. And I mean, so you're kind of gathering just in case, because we know with these fires, it can change direction at any time and you're not that far. So, kind of what's your plan right now? You're in planning mode?
Well, yeah, and I'm not too concerned because I'm in an
Right.
area where I don't feel danger from fire, but as I felt this morning, the smoke.
Right.
And really, fire is not what kills people. Smoke is what kills people. So you have to
Mhm.
be careful with that. And if you
Yeah.
have respiratory problems, I did have asthma at one point. I supposedly don't now, but you have to be careful. It really was impacting my breathing today.
Wow. Okay. And so if you were to feel like the smoke was still affecting you, you'd kind of take off and go somewhere with a little bit of cleaner air.
Exactly. I was going to head south. I was going to grab my dog, grab my cat, and head
Yeah,
south.
because you've got little fur babies.
I do, and I
Yeah.
actually I put their harnesses on them this morning just in case. I wanted to get out quickly.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry that you guys are going through this, but for the greater area, I mean, how are you guys coping community wise? I know you've been out, you work for a radio station sometimes. Like, what's the vibe out there?
I mean, the vibe community wise, it's beautiful. People are just helping each other.
Well, we're praying that the winds die down. Hopefully tomorrow will be better, and we're thinking of you.
Thank you. I don't want everybody to know I'm okay. I'm getting so many messages. It's like, I'm okay.
Good.
I'm okay.
Good. Well, we're so glad. I love seeing your face.
Great to see you. I miss you. I miss
I
everybody.
know. Yeah. Well, I'll tell everyone you say hi. Let me